I like the fact say they bring to our attention, say soldiers, not because they wear the uniform now they fear them, and because of the pains where they don't actually go through. Talking about pain is a gift. We get the author, Tosin Imogeme, inside the house. Good to have you inside the house.
Yeah, good to be with you. Yeah,
Now, just quickly, again, one particular thing when you write for your book, you talk, say, make you not pray for an easy life.
Yeah.
Pray for the strength for you to endure a difficult one.
Yes.
Not wish say the load where you they carry go they very lighter. Wish say the one where you they carry go they wish for a stronger back to take carry the load.
Yes.
Why? Why would they pray say we need to go through pains? Like I don't understand.
Yeah, basically, you see, it's hardship that actually builds us as human beings.
Okay.
There's a saying by Denzel Washington that ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. It is the hardship, the pains, the difficulties that we go through in life, and they make us be, man. That's what, ticking us. That's what makes us tough. With the analogy of the soldiers, why do we fear soldiers? Because they've gone through a lot of pain,
Yes.
a lot of training, a lot of discipline, and all that. So we become scared of them. So naturally, when we go through certain things, adversity, circumstances, it makes us better. It builds our character. Do you understand? So that's why it says that do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. That makes you, more tougher. That makes you more better.
But Tosin, some people where they watch us now go say, Tosin, you don't understand. The pain where they go through, I just want to take my life. My mama leave me, I not get job for years, I never see food to chop for 3 days now, and you dey talk say make I endure this pain. You don't understand what in pain be. Tell us, you don't go through pains and how you don't actually come out of them.
Of course, of course. The book was inspired by my own experiences. Don't be say, I just feel, say, people, they go through pain, or so I need to write a book, find a way to solve people's pain. No, I went through pain myself. I use a particular phrase that says, when pain struck me, I died to who I was, to give birth to who I am still becoming. So pain, when we go through pain, we die to our old self. Then the new person is born, is birth.
Tell us about that pain where you go through.
Yeah, okay. As the typical Nigerian setting, when I graduated from the University of Lagos, I read economics. One of the first jobs that I got was working as a plate washer and dishwasher. It was a very humbling, experience. Despite the fact that I came from a privileged background, I had no business at all working there. I could have just, stayed at home and be collecting my father's, salary. But I needed to go through something different because I had a soft, smooth life all along, and I wanted to experience something different. So I was subjected to start working at one of the renowned hotels in Nigeria, so in Lagos specifically. So being a plate washer, being a pot washer, coming from a privileged background was very, very, very humiliating for me, especially the fact that I was a graduate. So I wake up 4:30 in the morning trying to catch the staff bus. Sometimes I won't even take my bath because I know that I'm going to get into the mud of what is, having my bath and all that. I'll wear uniform, I'll mop floors. One of the most humiliating experiences was the fact that my supervisors, the people who were even above me, were not even as qualified as I was.
They don't get your kind of
They don't get the degree, you understand? Some of them were schools out there, they were just pursuing their degree. Do you understand? Some, like for example, some ladies who come, I used to clear garbage, I used to work as a garbage man too. So sometimes I'll be clearing the garbage, I'll be mopping floors, and the girl will just come, spit on the floor, or spit in the garbage. And I have to use my hand to, to pack all these things. So it was really, but it changed my perspective about life. I saw life differently. It made me more responsible, made me more disciplined. And it was on that job that I discovered my purpose. It was on that job that I discovered who I am today. Do you understand? So I used to say something that when I resume on that job, I die. I become unconscious because you cannot engage in that kind of job and be, sane and be conscious.
Exactly.
So we used to have 8 hours. We used to work for 8 hours stretch. So I watched it for 8 whole hours. So I'll go unconscious, and I'll go unconscious. I'll become conscious after the job, after my closing hour. Now within that period, I'll be in a realm of imagination. Thinking about different things. Several ideas. Most of the ideas I have today, most of the thoughts that was revealed in this book came from that experience, came from that, and it made me become a deep thinker because eventually mastering, being unconscious over and over and over and over again made me, a deep thinker. And people ask me these days, how are you able to speak so well? How are you able to write so well? How come you're so deep and all that? And then I remember that it was, a very, very terrible experience that built that. And it wasn't just that. I was supposed to be promoted. I was supposed to get to the front office. I got disappointed. I was there for about a year. I didn't get started. I was a casual. I was not even ending up to 30,000. The highest salary I got then was about 25,000. Do you understand? And outside, people see me as a big boy. You're working on renowned hotels. You know. After that experience was for a year, though. I worked under a lawyer, and then that was the first part. Was the physical pressure. Now it was like God said, "Okay, I don't take you come off for the physical pressure. Now let's go to the the mental one." So I was working under a lawyer who made life a living hell for me.
Wow.
She frustrated me.
Yeah.
But making life a living hell for me brought out the best out of me. Prior to that time, I was passive. I was not competent. I wasn't courageous. But, being under that, under that woman, made me, step up, made me toughen up, made me become more conscious, become more responsible. So I started developing, competencies. I was working with lawyers, and they used to make me feel inferior. Lawyers have this,
right?
of making others feel inferior.
I
So I had to
know.
start reading judgment. I had to start reading legislation, reading all those, and over time I got better.
Waiting, I'm sorry, just hearing your story, you don't show to me, say, you're a person where the ability for you to handle stress and to handle pain, you actually take them in a positive way.
Yes.
Even though, say, it not be there easy.
Yes.
But you take them in a positive way and
Yes.
you pick out something from them.
Of course.
But some people, they take them in a positive way.
Yes, and that's
Some people, they decide to take their life.
negative, of course.
So when you are going through pain or when things they actually happen to you, what be those things where you're supposed to they invite or rather they do where go tailor you towards the positive?
Now, there's a part of the book, I was going to get to that part.
Okay.
Chapter 3 of the book says,
Okay.
pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Everybody will go through pain. Everyone is subjected to pain, not even just human beings. Every creature on earth must go through pain. But suffering from that pain is a choice. There's an analogy I always give. If you know Ikeja along, there's this bridge at Ikeja along. There's this crippled man there, he's a double amputee. And despite the fact that he's disabled, he is not suffering from his pain. If you are walking on that bridge, you see this man sweeping the stairs.
Yes, I don't see him.
You don't see him
Yes.
here, exactly.
I don't
Now,
see
he's supposed to just become completely useless, not do anything about his situation and start begging. But he said, no, I'm not going to just, be discouraged, or I'm not going to be brought down by this situation. I want to make the best out of my life. And despite the pain, he still acts. Now, there are two things that happen when you go through pain. You either become better or you become bitter. But it's down to how you perceive what you're going through. Someone once said, Wayne Dyer, he said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at, they change. Now, when you look at your situation and say, this thing is going to bring out the best out of me, this thing is going to make me a better person. Whenever I whine about my situation, I remember that whenever I whine about the fact that, the heat of life is bringing me down, I remember that it is that same heat that refines silver.
Very true.
Do you understand? So, if first of all we can change how we perceive these situations, what can I draw from this? Do you understand? When we change our attitude will also change. Now, if I didn't go through pain, I wouldn't have written this book.
True.
If my life was easy and everything was smooth and all, I wouldn't write this book. Now, there's certain times you go through circumstances and you think death is just the only thing you can do.
Exactly.
But
Some
then
people, they feel like that.
there's certain times you go through pain for the sake of others. It is called redemptive pain. Going through pain for the sake of others. Let me give you an example. Joyce Meyer, the evangelist. Now, she was raped by her own father, her own biological father, when she was a teenager. She was raped for several years, over 200 times, and then she was subjected to low self-esteem. She was depressed. There was even a time she started praying for a younger sister to be able to share, so they could share the sexual duties. Can you imagine? So she went through a lot of stuff, and there was even a time her mother caught them in the act, but her mom didn't do anything, and she felt bad about it. She didn't have friends. She had no social life. Later, when she became an adult and she got married to a man who was abusive. Do you understand? So she got married. After 5 years, the marriage crashed, and then they divorced. Now she also went through, she had cancer. She went through all kinds of stuff. Now today, everything she's gone through was life's way of training her for who she ought to be, training her for her mission in life. Now, because she was raped, she was sexually abused. Now she coaches sexually abused people today. Because she was divorced, she coaches divorces today. Because she had low self-esteem, she had cancer, and everything she's gone through is what has formed her ministry today. She's worth over $8 billion today.
Yes, I know.
So everything she's gone through is what has formed her today. Sometimes when you go through pain, it's not for your own sake. God knows you can handle it. But there are people, generations to come after you, who may not be able to handle it. So you are the leader in that aspect. And when you can handle it, you now find a solution. And then you now provide a solution to subsequent, to the generations that are coming. If I didn't go through pain and go through it and become better by it, I would not find solutions to write in a book.
I like that. For every pain, every struggle where they go through, there's something good for you to take out of it.
Of course.
Now, in your book, for still page 2, chapter 2, where you talk about, you say, even when you get pains,
Yes.
you're not supposed to be that pain.
Yes, even when I'm
You say,
in
don't
pain.
let that condition, whatever condition where they face, not let that condition or emotions influence your decision.
Of course.
You, now the captain of your ship, and the master
Of your
of
fate.
your life.
Your life.
Strong
That's
words,
touching.
strong words, strong words. So no matter what they go
Yes,
through,
yes.
not become that thing.
You can.
You can actually rise above
Yes,
it.
yes.
How people forget this book? This is a book where you need to get, trust me. How they forget them?
I've been trying to promote it. I've been on a couple of media houses and all that. I have distributors. I will just maybe give my social media handles.
Please give us
or
your
my
social
phone
media
number.
handle, please.
Yes, across social media, Twitter, Instagram, my handle is TI Inspires. My
TI Inspires.
Yeah, TIINSPIRES.
So you need to actually follow them on social media. In there for Instagram, Twitter, TI Inspires.
Yes.
Just follow them and then send a message on how to get this book. Any plans for e-copy? Because now
There is, of course, there is a copy.
Okay.
It's available already.
All right, so if you want e-copy and a copy of electronic copy, just send a message, please. This one a book where you need to read. Pain is a gift, no matter what they go through.
Exactly.
See the positive of that struggle, of that condition. Thank you so much, Tosin, for writing this book.
Pleasure.
And thank you for coming inside the house to let people know, say, no matter what they go through,
Yes.
you feel actually make them the best,
Yes.
make the best out of that situation.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Any words, any final words to the people?
Yeah, like I said, I always say pain is a gift. A smooth sea never made a skillful mariner. So an easy life would never make you become that man God has purposed you to become. So whatever you go through, look at the positive side of it and you become better.
Tosin, a job like say make I keep you here because people need to actually hear all these words when you get from out. But please thank the bunch that you actually enter inside the house.
Yeah.
Not forget again, he handle at TI Inspires. Send a message, follow him, support this particular ministry where don't you can the inside.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love am.